morning, everybody. I'm Patty from the Rockland Public Library, and it's time for Rockin' Storytime. I feel like there's something on my head. Jessie, is there something on my head?
I don't see anything on your head, Patty. Oh, wait!
What is it? Oh, what is it?
It's green.
I have a frog on my head.
A frog!
Oh, my goodness. And guess what, guys? I think there's a frog on my head because today's story time is all about frogs. So let's welcome Mr. Frog here to story time. And let's start story time with our story time song. We clap and sing hello. So we're going to clap and we're going to stomp. So let's do, we clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. All right, let's stomp. We stomp and sing hello, we stomp and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. All right, yay! You know what, last week, we didn't get into our magic car, so I think we need to bring our magic car back. So we are going to bring our magic car back. So remember, our magic car changes colors, and sometimes we get our steering wheel ready, and sometimes it can drive slowly. Sometimes it drives really, really fast. Sometimes we go around corners, and sometimes, because we're in Maine, we hit potholes and we bounce up and down. So let's start driving around in our magic car. Driving around in my little orange car. Driving around in my little orange car. Driving around in my little orange car. Zoom, 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 zoom. I wonder what color it's going to change into. Let's see. It turns blue. Driving around in my little blue car, driving around in my little blue car, driving around in my little blue car, zoom, 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 zoom. So now the car has gotten warmed up and it decides to drive faster. And guess what? It turns green, which happens to be the color of a frog. So we're going to drive faster in our green car. Driving around in my little green car. Driving around in my little green car. Driving around in my little green car. Zoom, 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 zoom. And because we're driving fast, we decide why not drive on a windy road? And our car changes color. And it changes to what color? It's pink. All right. Driving around in my little pink car, driving around, woo, in my little pink car, driving around in my little pink car, zoom, 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 zoom. Whoa, the car got a little wild, but it's back on the road now, and it decides, I am going to slow down. That was a little crazy driving there, and it slows down, and it changes to yellow. Driving around in my little yellow car, driving around in my little yellow car, driving around in my little yellow car, zoom, 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 zoom. Now the car feels a little bit better because it's slowed down, but it changes color to red. Then, it's still driving slow, but the road gets a little bumpy. Driving around in my little red car, driving around in my little red car, driving around in my little red car, zoom, 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 zoom. And then, it just takes a nice regular flat road, and it changes to its last color, which is purple. All right. So driving around in my little purple car, driving around in my little purple car, driving around in my little purple car, zoom, 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 zoom. All talking about frogs today. So our word for the day is frog. So we're going to do our bread and butter with Mr. Frog. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say frog as fast as we can. Frog, 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 ribbit, frog, frog, frog. All right. Now let's say frog again as slowly as we can. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say frog as slowly as we can. Frog. All right. Now we're going to say frog loudly. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say frog as loud as we can. Frog! Frog! Okay. Now we're going to say frog quietly. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say frog as quiet as we can. All right. Yay! Now, we have a special rhyme that we're going to do. It's a little song. And it's about 5 green and speckled frogs. And it's a counting song, and you're counting down. So we have 5 speckled frogs sitting on a speckled frog eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. And then one is going to jump into a pool. I'm going to use this, but you guys can count down with your hands. You can do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then there'll be no frogs on the log. So I'm going to sing you the tune, and then we'll go through it together. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 green speckled frogs. So let's just go through that and we'll count down. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 3 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 2 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there was 1 green speckled frog. Glub, glub. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were no green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. All right, yay! That's the end of the green and speckled frogs. And like I said, at home, if you don't have frogs, but you can make frogs if you want to. You can make frogs. You can take a paper towel roll, and I took toothpicks and tape, and I colored them, and I attached them to the log that I made. But you can do that with your fingers. You can make finger puppets. You can attach frogs to a glove, or you can just use your hands. And it's a fun rhyme about frogs. And now we're going to read a fun story about frogs, which also involves numbers. And this is A Frog in the Bog by Karma Wilson, and it is illustrated by Joan Rankin. there's Mr. Frog in the bog. There's a frog on the log in the middle of the bog. A small green frog on a half-sunk log in the middle of the bog. He flicks one tick as it creeps up a stick. One tick in the belly of a small green frog on a half-sunk log in the middle of the bog. And the frog grows a little bit bigger. He sees two fleas as they leap through the reeds. One tick, two fleas in the belly of the frog on a half-sunk log in the middle of the bog. And the frog grows a little bit bigger. He spies three flies as they buzzes through the skies. One tick, two fleas, three flies, oh my, in the belly of the frog, on a half-sunk log in the middle of the bog. And the frog grows a little bit bigger. He glugs four slugs as they slink through the sludge. One tick, two fleas, three flies, oh my! Four slugs, ew, ugh, in the belly of the frog on a half-sunk log in the middle of the bog. And the frog grows a little bit bigger. It's really getting much bigger. He inhales 5 snails from their head to their tails. One tick, two fleas, three flies, oh my, 4 slugs, ew, ugh, and 5 slimy snails in the belly of the frog on a half-sunk log in the middle of the bog. What a hog, that frog. Look at all the animals in his belly. So many. And the frog grows a little bit bigger. Look how big he is. Then that log with the frog in the middle of the bog starts to rise, and the frog sees eyes. What do you think it is? And the frog sees claws and a big set of jaws and a mouth like a crater. And the frog screams, "Gator!" With his mouth open wide, all the bugs inside start to crawl and fly and slither and slide. Out comes 5 snails from their head to their tails. 4 slugs, ew, ugh. 3 flies, oh my. 2 fleas, dear me. And 1 tiny tick, ick. And right in the middle of his collar, that frog grows a whole lot smaller. "See you later," says the gator as he romps through the swamp, 'cause the itty-bitty frog isn't big enough to chomp. Now, the bugs in the bog keep away from the frog, and the frog never sits on a half-sunk log. And that is the end of today's story. And now is the time in Storytime where we dance. And so I'm going to call on Jessie. Jessie, you want to dance with me today?
I am ready to dance, Patty.
All right, Jessie, let's dance.
Here we go.
All right.
Now this is called the Silly Dance Contest, where the silliest dance stop when I say freeze. Hold that freeze as quiet as you can. And get ready for the silly dance contest round 2. Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please, dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Freeze. Like a statue. Now if you look silly, you're doing great. And this time we're going to jump up and down as high as we can. Jump as high as you want to, jump as high as you please, jump as high as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Stay frozen. Some people freeze with a silly face. And this time, let's dance as fast as we can. Dance as fast as you want to, dance as fast as you please, dance as fast as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. I told you that was fast. But now here's the hard one. Dancing in slow motion. Dance as slow as you want to. Dance as slow as you please. Make a partner. Dance as slow as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. One final round of the silly dance contest. Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please, dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. And it ends with your arms stretched way up high in the air. And when the music gets lower, everybody shrinks a little lower. And then lower. And lower. And lower. And all the way down.
Woohoo! All right! We hope you guys are dancing at home with us. And we want to thank Jim Gill for the awesome silly dance contest and for letting us share that online. Before we do our goodbye song, I want to let everybody know that we will have story time tomorrow at 10:30. We'll have story time, baby time Thursday at 10:30. We also have some fun things happening on Facebook. We have we have categories going on Mondays. On Wednesdays, you will learn about Wellness Wednesdays. And on Fridays, we have Foodie Fridays. We're also doing book reviews. We're also going to do a Zoom chat later.
Daily I Spy.
Oh, and Daily I Spy, of course, which is fun for people of all ages. You can check those out on Facebook, but you can check out all of the videos that we've had for story times and the library tour and everything else on YouTube. We have a Rockland Public Library main YouTube channel. And so we are going to do our goodbye song. We're going to wave goodbyes and we're going to stomp goodbye. All right, so you ready, Jessie?
I'm ready, babe.
All right. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. With all our friends at Storytime, we wave goodbye like this. All right, we're going to stomp. We stomp goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. With all